Hey, it's Wednesday. It's 8 o'clock on the East Coast. That means it's time for This Week at Gear Report, where we look at all the numerous articles that have been published since the show last Wednesday, as well as talk about upcoming reviews, videos, anything that's in the works, sometimes current events. We might even dive into the obvious question, why is TJ frozen and sideways in the middle of the screen? I don't know. We were chatting before the show and it just froze like that. So I suspect, you know what? I'm going to take him out of here. Let's do that. How do I do that? Remove. We're going to remove him for now. When he gets that sorted out, we'll bring him back. And yes, I am stalling. I always stall at the beginning of the show to give people time to find that link, the notification that we are live. And you know what? While I'm stalling, let's talk about who's here so far. So we have the very first person here. It wasn't a lie this week because we all know that only the gun snob lies like that. The gun-loving grandpa, Buck, was here first. Absolutely. Buck, so glad you made it here. Let's see. Honcho Fett and TJ is back in a normal orientation now. Let's see. Oh, Jacob Perkins is here. Good evening to you, Mr. Perkins. And the ghostess with the mostess is joining us remotely. All right. Good. Well, welcome. 5 people already. That's pretty good. The links must be circulating like they should. Some weeks, I think YouTube doesn't send the links out like they're supposed to. It takes time for the stragglers to roll in. So while we're waiting, before we dive in, while we're letting some more people join, I got to show you guys something. This is part of what I've been doing today. All right, TJ, I didn't show you the back of this. The little Gear Report abbreviated logo on the back, and then on the front, I got to hold this still enough that I can turn it and keep it on camera. This is the font here. They call it Mobster, and certain letters are in the shape of a gun. So that's like a 1911 or something. Gear-Report.com. Yes. So this is a project that I've been working on. And I was apologizing to TJ before the show that, oh, well, thank you, Mr. Fett. I think it's a nice cup too. If you like this one, wait till you see the next one. Anyhow, this is a project I'm doing for the different writers, contributors here at Gear Report. The local ones, I'm actually putting these together for them. Oh, I think that's kind of nice. I like that. And then the remote people, I'm sending them cups so they'll get a blank cup in the mail via Amazon, because they're on the path to world domination. So why not take advantage of that? And then I will separately send the decal so that they can apply it to the cup in whatever fashion they like, hopefully carefully and accurately, and make it look all nice like that. So anyhow, that's what's going on. One cup to rule them all. I think so. I think that may be the new theme for us. All right. So, and my apologies to all the team. We've got 4 or 5 articles in the queue to be published. Ghost got his cup yesterday, and I cut some more decals today. So that's what I was doing to get those ready to send out to all the folks who already got cups and the ones that are on the way. I'm working through the list. I'm able to do 2 or 3 orders for cups a day, get them out to people. So if you hadn't got one yet and you're on the Gear Report team and you've been actively contributing articles, not like years ago and you stopped, guess what? I'm probably not sending you a cup. But if you're still writing and contributing, I'll probably send you one. My organizational skills are suspect. So if anyone thinks you should get one and you don't, let me know, because I probably just forgot about you because, that's how I am. All right. let's dive in. We've given it 5 minutes for people to roll in. We will jump over. Let's see. Share screen. That's what I'm looking for. TJ, I think I got the Rona, man. Not feeling it this evening. Let's look and see what we have published. Only 2 articles since the last show, because the last show I remember talking about the Swamp Fox Liberty because Toby was with us, and we talked about that. So that means that actually Mitch is going to be up first to talk about the extra carry universal magazine pouch.
Oh no. Hey everybody, welcome to Gear Report. Did a quick review on the extra carry universal mag pouch. They were nice enough to send me a demo, and it works for a single and double stack 9mm magazines, fits inside your pocket. I don't know if anybody's ever used them, but this is my first go round, so it was interesting. Go out and check out the review. See if there's anything useful for you. I'm happy to use it. They also sent me a second one for my everyday carry for my Glock 43. And again, I'm using it every day. And whenever I, venture out into the wastelands that is this part of Texas, amidst the Rona, but nothing bad to say. They work really great. They're easy to adjust. The one that's adjustable and universal fits nice in your pocket. Just looks like you've got a blade maybe clipped in your pocket, so it's not very visible. You can even adjust the height if you want it at a lower carry or if you want it higher up, closer to you. So go check it out. See if you like it. If you do, hit that link, the order you want. Check it out for yourself.
Excellent. And I should have muted my mic so you guys didn't hear me rummaging through a box full of magazines. But I've got one of the old extra carries that they sent me a few years ago that I carried a bit. I think I kind of made a mistake when they asked if I wanted to review something, and I picked 1911 because that's what I was doing at the time. But I very quickly decided I didn't like carrying a 1911 as a concealed carry pistol, so I only used it very briefly. But it's a really neat concept, and I like what you said, that it kind of looks like you have a knife clipped in the top of your pocket. But it keeps the mag there where it's easy to get to. So yeah, pretty neat little accessory. Is that what we call it? A device, an accessory? I don't know. All right, let's go back and see. Share screen. Oh, and I get to talk about the next one before we dive into upcoming stuff. So this, something that I try to do on the Humvee side, and I some shows I get done, and I'm like, wow, I almost forgot to talk about the Humvee stuff altogether, because that's my stuff. This show tends to be about what other people are reviewing, but Humvee towing capacity. This is one of those hot button topics that causes some real holy war type debates within the Humvee community, because I mean, people talk, oh, that thing must be like a tank. I bet you could tow anything. Well, they're only rated for like 4,300 pounds if you have the heavy duty towing kit installed for the military version. Now, the civilian version, some of them will go up to, I think, about 9,000 pounds or so is what they're rated for, but they have a different type of hitch, and the way it attaches to the frame is different. So when this question popped up a few days ago, I said, you know what, I'm going to turn this into an article because I see it asked fairly often. So it talks about the different types of hitches and some of the hurdles you run into in trying to set up a Humvee for towing, especially towing a civilian trailer, where you also have wiring issues because military trailers don't interface with civilian trailer wiring plugs. So if you think that sounds interesting at all, the article is out there for you to go read in excruciating detail. If you think that's going to make you happy, I encourage you to do so. All right. And that concludes. You know what? Why did I leave Mitch's name up there? I'm telling you, I've got to find someone. I couldn't say, hey TJ, can you run the show tonight? I'm not feeling it, because he's actually out of his office. You see the very precariously placed ladder over his shoulder there. That
It's OSHA.
Oh yeah, yeah. That so to me, what I think when I look at that is that man has confidence in his abilities, right?
I'm going to record myself working tonight. So if something happens, you'll get some cool video.
And that's very much appreciated. Yeah. So anyhow, since he's there on the job site, I couldn't say, hey, why don't you run this? Yeah, I could have said it, but it really wouldn't have been fair, right? Oh, what do we have here? It says new comments. Why won't it show me the new comments? StreamYard is sometimes slow to... Wait a second. I feel like that there's a touch of a backhanded compliment or insult there. I'm not even sure. We'll probably get a few reviews out over the holidays. Been very busy lately. You know what? That's kind of a common theme, I think, for people around the holidays. And I'd say we haven't had many reviews coming in, but honestly, we got 4 or 5 that are backed up in the editing queue that I need to get to and get them out there. So definitely, Jacob, get those in, and I'm going to get through that queue here in the next few days, now that I'm almost done and caught up with the cups that I was working on of the various different varieties. The 20 ounce, I'm going to call this, I don't know, 20 ounces, is 16 ounces a pint? Is that the math? Metric stuff is easier. I know it's like sacrilegious to be an American and say that, but I think, I don't know. I'm blanking. But anyhow, they look kind of like the size of a pint glass. So let's see. We've covered what has been published. I'll give you a hint. Some of the things that are coming, we've got a couple additional reviews of the gun grips, the GUUN grips that are pretty easy to install on a variety of different metal frame pistols. So we got 2 or 3 of those in the queues. They sent a whole batch of them. I'm trying to space those out so we're not talking about the same thing every week. And I don't recall what the other ones are that are in the queue. What do you guys have coming? Mitch, you have anything that's getting close?
Gun grips.
Another one. Yay.
Yeah, and also the one Tigris placard mag pouch rig. I'm working on that and doing some photos and testing out different setups and to see what I like. If I want to go AR, AK, and then I'll put that together and send that out for reviews. And just looking for other things that I can do stuff in this holiday season, since everybody's going to be pretty much stuck where they are. There's not a lot of things going down. So,
yeah. I'd like to say that I will continue what I've done throughout the entire lockdown, which is whatever I want, whenever I want. But unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on who you ask, I'm pretty much the only one in my extended family that has taken this approach to the Rona, which, oddly enough, it hadn't caught up with me yet. But because of that, we're less welcome than I usually am at extended family get-togethers. So I think we're going to be around here. I'm going to have more time for doing stuff. And I have got a bunch of stuff in lately. I'm trying to think, what do I want to talk about first? And I should have brought it up here. I've got a little night vision monocular that came in a couple days ago, and I did the still photos. And then last night, once it got dark, I remembered to go out and test it, and it's pretty amazing how well that little thing works. It's crazy that for under $200 you can get a fully functional digital night vision device that'll let you record video or take pictures and, zoom and make things brighter or darker. It's really, really a neat little product. So that's one that I'm working on, that I think will probably happen shortly. Let me look through the pending stuff. I'm going to something I do every now and then, not always. Let's see, 16 ounces is 1 pint. Yes, I got it right. That was a minor miracle. All right, let's look at post. We're going to look behind the scenes and see what is coming. In pending, we have the carbon fiber lightweight AR-15 build from Jose Juan is still in the editing queue. That is a really long article, so I keep putting it off. And this TLR RM1 is a pretty long one as well. So both of those have been in the queue for a week or two. I've got to get in and get those knocked out here shortly. And then we got a couple gun grips for 1911 for a PT92. And then we'll also have Jose Juan installed a cheek riser, a cheek rest adjustable mount. I think he put it in a Ruger 1022 stock, if I'm not mistaken. But I think it's from Sweden or Switzerland or something. So we're going to look at that here shortly. And then TJ with an Odinworks M-Lock hand stop. So those are the 6 articles in the queue. And I got to tell you, it's a real testament to the team for getting all those in and ready to share, and a real reflection on what they're dealing with, slow editing time and whatnot. So, all right. Any thoughts or comments out there in the chat? Let me know. Things are a little quiet this evening. I'll ask you guys, Mitch, with your military background, I wonder, you used radios much when you were?
No, Jeff. In the Signal Corps, we did not use any communications devices at all. Of course, you silly rabbit. That's all we used. We had to learn how to use. We had to learn how to use everything. So SINCGARs, we used satellite phones, Inmarsat phones, you name it. If it could communicate in some way, we had to learn it. So nice. I've been looking at those after seeing Ghost's, the fact that he got his ham radio, the Baofeng, and so I went to the website or the YouTube channel for the crash course ham radio crash course site, and it's really good. I've been getting into that just to kind of learn more about the basics. But yeah, I'm thinking about it. I just don't know if I can do it right this moment, but it's something I'm very interested in.
Yeah. And I'm kind of the same way, where I have used these radios for several years on the FCC has designated certain frequencies for the scout camp that I go to every summer, but this last summer when they had to cancel everything. But so I've got a bunch of radios set up for those frequencies, but I don't have a ham radio license. So as long as I'm on that property that has specific frequencies assigned, I'm told that I'm legal to use the ham radio on those frequencies at that location. But aside from that, I've got a bunch of radios that I can't use because I don't have a license. So I think I'm going to use this set of radios that just came in. It was 4 radios in a kit. They're all identical, and they've got the little remote transmit thing that you can clip up on your shirt, make it look like you're a police officer or something. If you're into that kind of thing. I mean, I'm not suggesting this is a role play prop, but you could use it however you like. Anyhow, I'm going to play with these here shortly. They look pretty neat, and if I can make it through that course, maybe I can convince some other people in the area to do that. So, when the big igloo happens, we'll still be able to talk to each other until they jam us, because it's going to happen. The jamming, I mean, not the big igloo. This is not anything that, I was listening to a who was it? Timcast today. And he said, there are a whole bunch of things you're not allowed to say on YouTube or they'll shut you down. And I'm pretty sure I just said one of them. So just in case anyone's wondering.
Was it Igloo or shut you down?
I'm not planning on any Igloo related activities. It's just hilarious to me the way people react to this joke. Yeah, I know, TJ. And how this joke has taken on this terrified life of its own. Oh my God, these people are going to start a civil war. And it's like, no, it's just funny. I mean, there may be a civil war. I wouldn't put it past us as a country to end up at a place where a civil war happens because it looks like we're headed that way. But, when I talk about it, it's really just because it's kind of funny seeing how some people freak out about it because, it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. I hope not. Man, I want nothing to do with that. But the jokes, I like the jokes. All right. What else we want to talk about? Or is this going to be the shortest show we have had?
It might be the shortest.
I was going to say, I saw Defense Dad out there in the chat. And I said, welcome. He said, where's everybody at? Now, I don't know. I guess people.
Who we up against tonight? We must be up against someone.
Some heavy hitter.
I bet it's Gizzard Gary. That bastard. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
You know what? You know why, Jeff? Because they give away patches and stickers. I'm sure that's got to be it.
That could be it. I'm just saying. It could happen. Actually, once I get all of the Gear Report people taken care of, I may actually make a few of those available for other folks if they want them, but it's too soon to say.
You could put them on Patreon.
Jacob, I got to tell you, I don't blame anyone because this show, I'm not feeling it tonight. I don't know what it is, but I feel like this is the clunkiest show I've run. So we're either going to turn it around or shut it down. So what can we do to make this fun real quick? Patches? Well, of course you said patches. Jacob, for those who don't know, is a pretty dedicated patch collector. He has a rather impressive collection. I don't know if he goes outside of the realm of scouting related patches, but brother, I'm telling you, there are so many patches and opportunities within the firearms community that you may want to think twice before getting too involved in this because it can become an obsession in a hurry. You can ask G-Webs and Clover and Ghost and all of them because they're in it pretty bad. They have the sickness. Oh, okay. Couple updates. Before we move out of this show and shut it down for the week, let's talk about a few things. For one, James told me yesterday he was being very elusive about when the Humvee is going to be put back together. I said, brother, come on. All right. When do I need to have money ready to give you? He said, oh, when it's done. Okay, good. Are we looking at days or weeks or, what are we looking at? He says, well, it's blocking my shop. So I got to get it done this week so I can get other stuff in and out of the shop. It's like, all right, that was good. Parking it there where it blocked everything.
Walk up and throw a couple stacks right in front of him and be like, all right, now I'm priority.
I made him a shirt last week. It kind of looked like this one. And that the studio lights are washing this one out. You can see the Humvee. This is the negative image of it. The one I did for him was just the opposite, where it's more of an outline, and it had the machine gun that said Humvee Whisperer over here. And so that's one thing I'm doing to try to motivate him to keep working on my stuff, get it done, is a little good old fashioned bribery, because I am not above it even a little bit. And then the other thing is selling a ton of stuff for him. So he and I both do a little bit of accumulation and redistribution of surplus military vehicle parts. And as people have come to me and said, hey, do you have this? If I don't, I go get it from James and, basically sell his stuff. So I've made him a lot of money in the last month. So I may have made him more money than I made me money in the last month. So hopefully that frees him up to spend more time getting my truck done. Oh, what is this? I've got new 1911 grips coming you may not have heard of. Check out M Arms. Is that, you know what? We will check that out. M Arms. I'm going to guess it's a .com. No, doesn't look like that's it. M Arms. All right, bear with me, folks. I'm working at the speed of the interwebs here. All right, that's coming up. So now let me share screen. M Arms, setting the standard.
Working.
There we go. A Slovakian company, huh? So they have, oh, there it is. Grip set. Oh, they got a bunch of different stuff. Oh, those are neat. Yeah. So that reminds me, dang, what was that company, TJ, at the Antares Alliance Range event before SHOT Show? There was a competition 1911 company, real little company, sandwiched in between some others, and they had a gun with grips like this that I swear I thought just picking it up it was going to take skin off my hands. It was like a cheese grater. Yeah. Was that the company, Cheese Grater?
I think so. No.
Pew Pew Cheese Graters. And I'm sure that
drop the gun.
I'm sure you could let go of it and try to drop it, and it would just kind of dig in and not go anywhere.
Take your skin with it. It'd be fun.
Yeah, I think the idea was that it would bring blood, and then that would congeal and become sticky. So it's like an adhesive. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. What I do know is the guy was really proud of exactly how grippy it was and loved it. And I was like, seriously, it cut me.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not touching that.
Yeah. Ooh, they make them in brass too. It looks neat. All right. So I'm going to look forward to that. Maybe Defense Dad will share that review with us on Gear Report. Who knows? That would be interesting. And his are in Orangi. So that's a pretty neat combination. Orange grips, especially if it's like a stainless gun, that looks pretty hot in my opinion. I'm a fan. All right, we appreciate that. It's always nice to see new brands. So that reminds me of something. As I see I'm going to click off screen here. Okay, that was something else. I had a note from Ruben, which reminded me that on Monday at 7, we're going to do a live interview, a brand interview. That's something that we're trying to set up since SHOT Show and some of the other events like that, where we would get together with a whole bunch of different brands and learn about what products they have, what new developments they're working on, what's the new stuff coming. We don't get to do that now. As much as we try, you keep shutting stuff down. We don't get to do that. So I have offered a variety of brands, hey, let's get together and do an interview as a live stream, just like we're doing here. And the first one we're going to do probably is going to be Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern with Ruben from Damage Control Customs. And if you follow Gear Report for a few years, then Ruben has been a writer here at Gear Report, and he's got some videos and some pretty cool articles about different Humvee things. He's a military vehicles guy. And he has gone to the Iraq Veteran 8888 Range Day with the Gear Report team a couple times. So good guy, pretty close to Gear Report. We're going to talk about Humvees and what he does, buying surplus Humvees and making them extra cool and clean, and getting all the maintenance issues sorted out with them, and then selling them to normal civilian people. So we're going to do that. We've got a couple other brands that we're lining up that we're still working out day and time to sort that out. So absolutely, if you have any suggestions for brands that you'd like us to talk to, any that they've got something coming that you're interested in, leave us a note, send us a note, whatever, leave a comment in the chat. Send a smoke signal. No, don't do that. I won't see that.
I'll send you some notes.
You'll send me some notes? Okay, good. Just not smoke signals, because I don't pay attention. All right. So let's talk about the other big news. Let's see if I can get the website up. Gear-Report was selected. I'm going to say we were selected. This is a discussion we had at, which one was it? I think it was on Clover's show in the Clover Tech Lounge on Monday. I was I guess he said I was the guest host, maybe. And one of the things we talked about was the Gundys and how the Gun Awards, they call the Gundys, have a process where you can be nominated, and then they have a small pool that get voted on for a month to figure out who wins in each category. I'm trying to get that site up. I'm not finding it just yet. No, not the Undies Awards. I'm afraid to bring that one up. All right. Here we go. Gundy's. Go back there. Now I can go share the screen. Thank you for bearing with me as I have struggled through this evening. Gundy's. All right. So in the categories, let's go through a couple categories here. We're going to start with the Breakout Creator of the Year and see who the nominees are. We're just going to go through these live on screen because look at that. The guy who lied to me again, he told me yesterday on the which one was it? On the Ghost Tactical on his show last night. Gun Snob said he was going to be here to harass me on our show this evening, but I haven't seen him yet. I think it's the fame going to his head that since he has been nominated as the Breakout Creator of the Year, maybe he thinks he's too good to come harass us now. I don't know. But it's a solid choice if you want to go vote for someone. Jason, the Rogue Banshee, who is here with us many weeks on this show. Say many weeks, a couple times. He's been with us recently. There's another solid choice if you want to vote for the Breakout Creator of the Year. And Clover Tech, I'm not even sure what he's breaking out of, but man, talk about solid choices here. I don't know how many you're allowed to vote for in each category. It may only be one, which makes it kind of tough. So we've got two members of the Gear Report team with Clover Tech and Jason at the Rogue Banshee that are available for you to vote for. Oh my goodness. And Ghost Tactical is in there as well. Look at that. 3 Gear Report people in the Breakout Content Creator. I think they may have added some more people in here today because I don't remember seeing all of these. I got to be honest with you. The ones that are how do I want to say this in a way that's not too politically incorrect? Several of these categories have some folks that I think are only there because they wear little bikinis, and it is kind of hard to compete against that. We'll just leave it at that. No one wants to see me in a bikini. I'm a little bitter about that, so I'm going to complain that, yeah, I'll leave it at that. Although I got to take Rapid Fire Rachel out of any complaints I have there. She's the only one of them that I actually know a little bit. And while she is a Hooters International calendar girl and a legit bikini model, she also has so much more time with machine guns, so many more rounds downrange with machine guns than me, that I can't say anything. She probably has forgot more about guns than I know. So, maybe toss Rachel a vote at some point. Steve, the Tactical Nacho. Steve's out in Colorado. I think he's like a sheriff's deputy, but he does a lot of firearms content, a lot of Humvee content. He has his Humvee is set up for some sort of police support, what am I saying? Not physical police support. Like he isn't driving around after the police trying to help him, but emotional support. He is
Like Back the Blue, stuff like
like
that.
that. Yeah. Thank you for helping me out with that. So Nacho is an interesting choice. And I've told him, like, brother, I would like every one of your videos, but you start out with a loud nacho crunching sound and it makes me want to throat punch you. And I have to shut your video off. So, your choice, keep it if you like, but I can't watch it if you keep doing that. Yeah. So influence of the year. Do we have anyone in here? I don't know.
Come on. Do I not influence you enough?
It's not me you're influencing. It's these people. So yeah, for anyone who wasn't paying attention, Jose Juan has joined us.
Hey, Jose
What's
Juan.
up, folks?
Yeah, so we don't have anyone in that category. Let's see, what else do we have here? Most influential male of the year. This is your chance, Jose Juan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So Jason is going up against the big dogs here. The Rogue Banshee is up against Eric. Well, they show Eric and Chad here, Iraq veteran. Crumpy. John Crump's an interesting character. He has stirred some stuff up lately and went from being the rising star of, gun journalist to the whipping boy, I think, in the last week. So yeah, it seems like a nice enough guy, and he does a lot to protect our gun rights and really fight for the gun community. It's a shame that he may have reported some things in a less than 100% thoroughly researched way. Most influential female of the year. There are a couple in here that are kind of along the lines of what I said, where, I don't know how much they shoot, but they wear skimpy clothes and pose with guns. And there are some legit outdoors women in here as well. And I know Rachel. We see Rachel at the Iraq veteran events and shot show and stuff every year.
Fast shooting Rachel, isn't it?
What's that?
Fast shooting Rachel, isn't that what she goes?
Rapid fire
Rachel. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's neat because she travels to all the gun events with her dad. So Bob looks like Santa Claus. He's kind of cool. And then Rachel just got married recently, so maybe vote for her as a wedding present or something. I am going to, y'all vote for whoever you want. Hard to not toss a vote towards Lena Mikulek. Holy crap. She inherited the fast shooting gene, definitely. And I've got to say, personally, I'm open and interested to hear what anyone else says, but Brickell annoys me to no end. And I'd like her to drop off of the face of the gun community because she's embarrassing to me. But and maybe I'm just jealous because her ass is exponentially better than mine. But if that's all you have going for you as an influencer, I kind of, like, really? Come on. So there we go. I said it. I'm not afraid to call her out for being shallow. All right. YouTuber of the year. And we're going to go through all these just because we have got folks off the Gear Report team in a number of these. I don't know if we have any here. No, we don't. None in the influencer of the year. So we're going to keep moving. Let's go back to the categories. Best gun reviewer. Who do you think's the best gun reviewer? And what do I keep hearing in the background? Who's doing that?
Done.
Who's the best?
Best gun reviewer.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you don't have a strong opinion on that. Apparently, that's fine.
Yeah,
What do you think?
Yeah, the problem with the whole YouTube mentality of gun reviewer and stuff, it kind of loses me a lot of the times when it becomes kind of like an entertainment factor of how good they can shoot or how like more like related to their talent, not necessarily the gun itself, how good the gun performs.
Yeah.
So it's just very difficult all the time to really look at all of these videos and consider them truly objective on how the gun performs.
Okay, that was a good answer. Anyone else want to chime in on what you think here? Okay, so I'm going to tell you the right answer now. The right answer is Budget Guns and Gear Reviews. All right, that's all you need to know right there. Oh, look at that. This category is sponsored by Sylvan Arms. We've spent a fair amount of time with them at SHOT Shows and other events. Cool people.
Yeah.
So toss Mikey a vote there at Budget Guns and Gear. He needs help because he is up against the big dogs there. Definitely. Yeah. I don't envy the challenge he has ahead of him, nor do I envy the challenge that CloverTech is facing, that the Gear Report team is facing.
Yeah.
Here in the best crossover creator category. So please, if you're into this kind of thing, if you can make 2 minutes each day to hop over to the Gundys and log in and toss a vote to Gear Report, toss a vote to CloverTech, we would really appreciate that, because we're a little different than most of the folks in here that are a single person channel, in that, we're very much a team effort, and we reflect that there. This isn't any one person up there being voted for. This is the Gear Report team. So maybe we can rally the troops to get in there and toss some votes that way for us. And I heard from Karami, who I thought maybe would join us tonight, but apparently was not able to make it. Jeremy said, I'm voting for you, but it's tough with Alex Cedra in the group. And I was like, yeah, okay. I don't know who he is. And I went and looked and was like, oh, Alex is not a he. So apparently that is a noteworthy individual.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Stiff competition, no doubt. We are going to have to bring our A game there. But I'll tell you, there's another category that I'm actually a little worried about, that we're going to get embarrassed because the deck is stacked too heavily, I think. So here in the most creative, Nacho is there, and he is creative. I'll give him that. Dude's crazy, and he's my kind of crazy. He's good kind of crazy. But so toss Steve, Tactical Nacho, a vote if you are so inclined. We've done a little bit of stuff with Mr. Big Kid hung out with him at SHOT Show a little bit. He actually reached out and wanted to contribute at Gear Report and then we weren't able to make anything happen. Like we both were like, yeah, okay, let's do it. And then it just didn't happen. So I don't know what's going on there, but we're open to work with folks. Let's see. That was creative, most entertaining. So this is the category that maybe you don't like, Jose, but I guess if they call it entertaining and that's what they're going
Yeah,
for.
I mean, then sure. Yeah, just of the quick list over here, I think Dustin would get my vote.
Yeah, I'm looking. I don't see any of our people directly on the Gear Report team. Dustin's kind of adopted into the Gear Report team.
Yeah.
So we got to toss a vote to the Top Shot Tree Service. And
yeah, we do entertain with interact with him often on the conventions and stuff like that. So yeah.
I had not noticed this before, that he has a TikTok account that's called TikTok is Communist. I think that right there is worthy of a vote just by itself.
Just by itself, yeah.
Yeah, Dustin's a trip. Crazy talented.
Absolutely, yeah. Well. He really does shoot great.
Yeah, I'm going to skip some of these and get down to, where was it? Oh, here we go. Most likely to survive an apocalypse. Honestly, I thought, all right, if we have a shot anywhere, this is going to be it, because the Gear Report team is pretty diverse.
Yep.
And I see this, what I'm sure is a very talented outdoors person in a little American flag and bald eagle, super tight swimsuit. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I can't compete with that. Instructor Zero, he's kind of famous. As we go through the list here, there's some people of note. I mean, Budget Guns and Gear, he's probably going to beat us, right? And then, Jerry. Yeah, okay. We know who's going to win this category. I'd like to make a good showing, though. So if anyone wouldn't mind throwing us some votes, I don't think of it as voting against Jerry, because he probably deserves to win, right? He'll shoot all the zombies before they even realize they're zombies.
Yeah.
But, maybe Jerry's won enough and it's time for someone else to get a shot. So toss us a vote. That'd be nice. We'd like it. Yep. All right. And that's that. So the two categories for Gear Report specifically are crossover. Let's see, where was it? Here we go. Best crossover creator, and then most likely to survive an apocalypse. So there we go.
What is that? Most innovative brand of the year?
Oh, you want to see who's listed there?
No, I'm just looking at the picture. It looks interesting. They have some kind of funky silencer stuff on there. Well, either way.
Could be. 80% arms, yeah. H&K, interesting. There's some different wide range of stuff in here,
Yeah.
The FK BRNO, they seem to be getting a little bit of momentum, and I kind of feel bad because they tried to work with us. What was it, 3 years ago at SHOT Show? Because Jose, you were there, weren't you?
Yeah, 3 years ago. Yeah.
When we talked to them up on the fourth floor they had the big conference room with all the really high end guns, and then their pistol that shoots. Special round. And the gun was like $8 or $9 grand or something. And I thought, I don't know if this is really going to fit our audience. They're not going to let us keep the gun. It's going to be a quick turn, get it, review it, send it back. I said, I don't know. I'm really interested in doing this. And I'm kind of kicking myself for turning them down, because that would have been a real interesting one, I think.
Yeah, even if it was just a quick view, but at the same time, I think that because we do provide a different or at least I believe that we provide a different setup of what we do with the reviews and how we consider, more objectively how the guns shoot or how the rifles shoot, trying not to provide influence from the shooter itself. I think that we could have done good with showing the kind of performance that their firearms have. But yeah, I don't know that at that time we had as much reach, and I'm not quite sure that at that point we felt that we were a good fit with them.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
that's really what it came down to. It was a pretty cool gun, sexy little gun. I'd love to have gotten a hold of it. It just didn't feel like the right fit for us right then.
Yeah.
We could have taken it and just wouldn't have done as well with it as they wanted, just because it wasn't the right timing for us.
Yeah.
All right. What did I miss here while I was on there? Harassing you is the highest calling. Nobody is too important for that purpose, except for Snob, apparently, because he couldn't be bothered to be here. So, yet again, I'm going to have to say it. That bastard. Yep. Oh, this is important. That what Honcho said here, 1 vote per day, but you can vote each day. So don't feel like, TJ's phone was dying and I missed it. So sorry about that. That's why TJ went away. So don't feel like, I voted, I'm done. If that's what you want to do, fine, but you can go back and vote every day, and we would really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a good way to support multiple content creators in different categories, like you were saying. Obviously, I'm biased. I want to support the people that I know, but it's also made me go out and look at some of the other content creators to see what they're doing.
Yep.
Just to learn more. So.
Yeah. And the discussion that came up on Monday on Clover's show, Clover said that he didn't know anything about he knew what the Gundys were because it was new last year, and I think he was nominated last year, or I know Ghost was, but one or both of them last year, and he said he was nominated again this year, and I said, "Oh yeah, I nominated us this year," and he's like, "What do you mean you nominated yourself? No one ever says they nominated themselves." I was like, "Dude, I'm not hiding from it." They sent me a note that said, "Hey, we're taking nominations. Would you like to nominate your publication?" And I said, "Sure,
yeah,
I would. Thank you."
Yes.
Could I go ahead and give myself the award now?
They didn't answer that one. But they did accept both the categories that I submitted Gear Report for. So, yeah, I think the team deserved to be nominated. And did I want to sit back and take the chance that no one else realized they needed to do that?
Right.
No. My team, our team, deserves more than that.
True story.
Good
team.
I agree.
Hey, JMA's here. Good to see you, man. Let's see what else we have going on. I think those were the things I wanted to talk about specifically. So I think I'm hoping, man, it's Wednesday night already, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So if it isn't done yet, I want to be optimistic that the Battlewagon will be drivable before the end of the week. But at least I know the parts are there, and he does have some urgency to get it done because he needs it out of the way of the shop. So hopefully the Battlewagon will be back soon. I just got yesterday, I think, a new radio showed up for it. So it was funny, man. There was a stack on the porch that, the company sent all of the little comms radios, and I already have a stereo that a company sent to put in it. A lot of this is through Amazon Vine, so they don't know that they're sending it for a specific vehicle. They're just sending it for review. Well, I may end up putting that one in the van because what came in, it's a Android Entertainment Center that has a 10-inch screen. I'm like, oh, that's going to be hot in the Humvee. So I'm going to have to figure out how to make a military looking screen frame that I can tuck this Android device in, and it'll have a map and entertainment center and anything you do with Android, it'll do. So I'm kind of excited about that as well. And lights, I got rock lights that normally you'd put up under the vehicle to shine underneath to see what kind of terrain you're going over. I think I'm going to put them on the inside because they're remote control and Bluetooth controlled for color and brightness and everything. I'm like, oh, that'll be neat. I could have white lights on the interior if we just want to see what we're doing, or maybe we do green lights to protect night vision and make it look all tactical. I think that'd be kind of neat. Yep. So I think we'll do that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, I appreciate you coming and being on the panel, Mitch and Jose Juan. I appreciate TJ being here till his phone ran out of juice from the job site. Defense Dad, Jacob, Poncho, JMA, Buck Stanley. Anyone else that was out there that I may have?
Ghosty Ghost. I
was here for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
The ghostess with the mostest. All right, everyone, thank you for showing up, participating. We really appreciate it. Go check out the Gundys and vote for all of the cool people every day. And that goes till January 1st. So please make that happen. Let me know what brands you want us to interview. We're going to kick that series off on Monday. So we do this on Wednesday. We have the camping chat if you're around tomorrow. Actually, I don't know if they're doing a camping chat this week. See, here's the thing that Pickle hadn't figured out. If you're going to do a weekly show and it's not weekly, then people don't know if they should tune in or not. And they just kind of do it when they feel like it. So I don't know. Check it. What do they do? 7 o'clock? Check the YouTube channel at 7. See if they're there. I don't know if they're doing it or not. So if they are, great. If not, then you have to wait.
Yeah. Next week. Yeah.
Because the Trail Diva does what he wants. I have no influence.
Him.
See you next week.
See
I agree. We'll see you next week. And Jacob, I got one of these fancy Gear Report cups for you. Jose, I've got one for you.
Thank you.
I think Mitch, did I send you one yet?
Roger that.
Hey,
I try to get the decals to you to put on it.
Yeah, don't forget to install the nice cup holders over in the back of the new Battlewagon so we can put them on there.
Yeah, I got to figure out what I want to do for that. Because I got a couple different types of cup holders this time. It's just the problem with each successive Humvee, I have developed more contacts, figured out how to get parts, and I'm running across more and more and a broader variety of surplus parts. So I've got the little triangle cup holder or antenna mount,
Right.
antenna mount, whatever. I'm not talking to anyone on the radio. Who wants to talk to me, right? So I take the antenna out and it's a cup holder now. So I've got those. I have some offset ones. So if we want to hold the cup off to the side, we can do that.
Yeah.
That's not someone calling me, is it? Okay. That must have been Jose Juan. All right.
Yeah, it's my dad calling up. So hold on. I'm still.
You go talk to your dad. You're good. Yeah, so Jose Juan's parents call him from another country, and you told him no.
Yeah,
prioritize your dad. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, we talk just about every night. We do the video conference with them just about every night. So
yeah.
So I just told him I'll call you in a little bit whenever we're done. So we're good.
Okay, good. Well, we're wrapping up anyway. So if anyone have any parting words they want to say before we wrap it up?
No, unfortunately I missed the beginning of the show, but I don't know if Jeff told you guys there's a little bit of a DIY cheek riser adjuster that you can put on your rifle that I just wrote up and put pictures and stuff. So hopefully you guys can follow along on that one here pretty soon.
Yeah, we'll get the public. Was it from Sweden? Is that where it's from?
Yeah, it's from Sweden. It's Calic Technics is the company, and they have two versions of an adjustable cheek rest for your rifles. One would go for a synthetic stock, and the other one is for a wooden stock. And it provides the mechanism and everything to add the riser to any of the rifles. And they actually work pretty good. They're really good. It's a very ingenious way of creating a system that by flipping the base, you can make it a left-handed version or you can make it a right-handed version. So
there's right-handed and wrong-handed. And
that
that'll be published soon. We don't want to give it all away because once it's published, then you'll talk about it again. So that's enough of a tease. And as soon as I can get that edited the next day or two, that's going to be published. So
cool.
We'll leave people with some anticipation.
Yeah.
And good. All right. Well, we are right at 1 hour. So we're going to shut her down. And until next time, we'll see you at the range.
See you at the range.